Hello and welcome. So today, guys, I have yet another fragrance that I want to review for you. And this one is Bade'E Al Oud Noble Blush. But before we jump right into this review, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi, and in this channel, we love to talk about fragrances. And I talk about all types of fragrances and upload videos multiple times a week. If that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in and like a good plan, then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, leave a comment. Let's go. This is a fragrance that's part, of course, of the Bade'E Al Oud collection from Lattafa. And as you guys know, I haven't had much luck in the past with a couple of the other flankers of this collection. The only one that I have left is Honor and Glory. But today, I do want to give you a detailed review of this one after using it. I think it was a day and a half. There was a full day, and then the day that I received it, I did use it for that half a day. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This one is like a milkshake, truly. It's like a milkshake, but I don't know because I'm not picking up on like a strawberry milkshake or raspberry milkshake or any type of milkshake like that. It's just like a milkshake type of feel that I get from it and scent. This one is sweet and powdery and woody and has a good bit of almond. Like the almond note is one that I pick up. Just because it has that almond, it doesn't make that lactonic quality come across as like an almond milk or anything like that. It really doesn't. It does keep its own like ground when it comes to that nuttiness in the almond. And it does have a ton of vanilla. But when I tell you guys that this smells so good. And before you even ask me, like there is just one other fragrance in my collection that I thought to pull and try and do a comparison when it comes to this fragrance. But as soon as I sprayed this other fragrance that I'm going to share with you, I knew, oh no, these are not the same at all, because they're really not the same. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is Burberry Her Elixir. So to me, this one is truly, yeah, a strawberry shake. But I have to tell you, this one is much more, at least to my nose, this one is much more lactonic. The other thing is that I am so impressed with the performance of this fragrance because this one gives me an entire day without having to overspray. And right now it's actually giving me 8+ hours. This is a fragrance that right now I would say is perfect for all ages. And although it comes in this pink bottle and I'm telling you that it's like a milkshake, no, this is not a juvenile fragrance. This is a fragrance I think is appropriate for all ages, but at that, it's really not like childish or playful in my opinion. It is a very beautifully done fragrance, and at the Drydown is where you're going to experience the true magic of this fragrance. So here's the best way for me to describe the magic of this Drydown, because as you approach the Drydown, that milkshake quality that I said that you get at the opening of the fragrance, it starts to subside. And as it does, it gives way to a very vanillic rose milk heaven. So at the Drydown, you're going to get this sweet, creamy, a tad nutty with some powderiness and a beautiful young rose as the star of the show. I am so excited because I had been so frustrated with being just about the only person that I knew of where a couple of the fragrances from this line did not work for me. But this one, oh my goodness, please let us know if you've gotten your nose on this one because this one is so good. This is also a fragrance that I think you could wear all year round because although it has that rose milk note, it's not fragrance that is so lactonic that it can become a little bit cloying or overwhelming or obnoxious or just too much on a very hot day. I just think that this is a fragrance that is ultra versatile and designed for you to just wear it when you are in the mood for this scent profile. I'm also loving the fact that I really don't have anything like this in my collection. You know, like although I have other fragrances that are lactonic and may incorporate some fruits or some florals, this is just about the only fragrance that I have with this scent profile. The only limitation to its versatility, at least in my opinion, would be that this is not a fragrance that I would pull if I'm going to a very dressy event, or for a formal occasion, or for a night where I'm going on a date night and I want to feel sexy and alluring. This is not the fragrance that I would pull for that. But other than that, guys, this fragrance is perfect in my opinion for just about any occasion. So in reading and doing my research, I'm trying to figure out if this was a fragrance that I wanted to pick up. I did see a couple of reviews saying that this is like reminiscent of Delina or Amouage Guidance. Okay, I could not disagree more. With this fragrance, I am not getting Delina or Guidance. I mean, absolutely no Guidance, I can tell you that. Delina, no, not even a vibe. Guys, I'm really not getting Delina or Guidance or actually anything. What I can tell you is that this smells glorious. This is really, in my opinion, very different than all the others in this line, because again, I tried just about all of them and the only one that I would keep in my collection was Honor and Glory. And now this one, because this is really, really worth it. Please let us know if you've gotten your nose on this one. What are your thoughts? In addition to that, I pulled a couple of fragrances from my Middle Eastern fragrances collection that, you know, I was kind of like curious about because I thought that I was getting maybe some similarities. And the first one is Haya. And from Haya, I get Haya is a bit sweeter and there's like a fruitiness to it that I'm not picking up in this one. And then when it comes to Yara, like the one in the pink bottle, you know, there's a similar vibe, but they're not the same fragrance. And again, I am loving this one more. Now, when it comes to this one and Haya, I think that I still prefer Haya, but this one, oh my goodness, guys, this is really, really good. The other thing that I want to let you know, and that has really impressed me in this fragrance, is that I pick up on a rose note, but that rose is such a young, fresh, crisp, beautiful rose. It's not dated at all. It's not jammy, but I'm pretty sure that there is a young rose note in this fragrance. Do you pick up that rose note? Last but not least, there's also like a creaminess to this fragrance, and I think it's because of that rose milk note combined with the sandalwood. It just brings like a creamy quality to the fragrance. But other than that, guys, all in all, this is just such an uncomplicated fragrance. And I just wanted to come on here today and just share with you that finally I found another one from this line that I absolutely love. And I can't wait for it to have the opportunity to sit for a while and me try it, because I think it is going to become a very, very deep love. Alright guys, so we've reached the end of today's video, and this is the last of 3 individual reviews that I will be publishing this week specific to some new releases. I have several Lattafa fragrances that I will be bringing to you very shortly, but I did want to make sure that I did review these 3 for you because there's a couple of fan members that have been waiting for me to do this in order to decide whether they want to pick up these fragrances or not. If you have any other questions, you know where to find me. And as always, thank you so much for hanging with me today, and I will see you all in the next video.